I think we can start, right? All right, welcome everyone. So nice to see you here at the Elco Meetup 2019. As you might know, we're here, MSI is here at our booth. We're here with the notebooks, the desktops, and the monitors. And I want to tell you a thing or two about the awesome stuff we brought today. But first of all, this is not really an announcement, but this is something that people might not really know about us at this moment. And that is our new lineup, because MSI is very well known for their gaming products, as well as laptops, but also desktops, etc. But recently we launched a new line called the Prestige series. Maybe I can show it here on cam. The Prestige. And what we're trying to do with the all new and improved Prestige lineup is we want to give content creators and business people notebooks that they can work with that are not that flashy as gaming notebooks. And I would like to do a quick rundown of what we brought here today, which you can see here at our booth. Let's start with this one first. We can get a camera zoom on this awesome notebook. So this is the MSI PS42. This is a very compact, small, and lightweight notebook. It's 14 inches. It's thin bezel, and we mainly focus on business people with this and very light. Creative work. If you want to edit some pictures, let's say if you're a photographer and you're on location, you need something lightweight to bring with you and edit some photos, you can definitely do it with this notebook. It is equipped with the latest CPUs. This one is equipped with an i7, but it will also be rebranded and refitted with the 9th gen Intel CPUs. And it has discrete graphics, but it also has the MX150 NVIDIA chip. And it also goes up to the 1050 in certain models. So this is like an excellent notebook. If you're a business person and you're traveling a lot, and you need something really light and really fast to do some work with. This one, the second notebook I would like to show you, is the PS63. Now we're going into a more heavy-duty notebook. This is actually like a mix of the PS42 and the P65, which I will show in a second. This one has actually like a really nice space gray finish. It comes equipped with at least a 1060, and this will also be like refitted with the 20 series graphic cards. This is actually a bit more of a mobile powerhouse. It's very light, it's very thin. This also has like the thin bezel, and the notebook itself is very light. And one thing we really try to do with these notebooks is make sure that they have a very extended battery life. So you can work, especially with these two, you can work for up to 10 hours while you're on the road. So I think that's very good. And because this has like a graphics card, you can do some light gaming on it, but it's very good for extensive video editing and modeling and stuff like that. I think the screens are very important to note as well, because we are focusing on business people, but especially with creators, with the PS63 and the P65, which I will show in a second. The screens are calibrated to have 100% sRGB. So the color representation is really nice, which is really important if you're editing photos, videos, and stuff like that. So definitely, you can come at our booth and check them out and feel them and test them. Right now they're rendering some videos, so you can see how that works. If we go to the absolute powerhouse of our Prestige series, which is this one, the P65. If you're familiar with our notebooks, you'll see that the chassis is very similar to another model, a gaming model, the GS65. And it's true, it's exactly the same chassis. It has a different screen, where the GS65 has a 144 Hz screen. This one has a 120 Hz, which is actually really good if you want to play some games as well. And the difference is this one doesn't have an RGB keyboard, and those are basically the main differences. So there's a bit of a price difference between the gaming model and the Prestige model. This is the powerhouse when it comes to the Prestige lineup. You can do some heavy-duty 3D modeling, animating, video editing, because it comes equipped with a 1060 and it goes up to a 1070. And this will also be rebranded and reintroduced in the market with 20 series GPUs. So this is absolutely like a mobile powerhouse. What's really good about this product is that it's lightweight, just like the other ones. It's not even 2 centimeters thick, and it doesn't even weigh like 1.5 kilograms. So it's really light. And what's especially really good about MSI notebooks in general is the cooling technology. So that separates us from the rest. We try to reduce throttling basically to a minimum, so you can always have the maximum benefit of the performance of the notebook. And also with this one, very good screen, calibration is very good, and because this has a 1060 or 1070, you can do some gaming on it. So if you're done with working and you want to relax a little bit, play some games, you can definitely do it on this notebook as well. But now, I want to show you something really cool. Not that the other notebooks aren't cool, but you know, this is prestige. Now we're going to the gaming territory. I think what makes MSI stand apart from all the other brands is that because we have our own R&D development and production sites, we are usually the first ones to come to market with the newest products. So, for example, the 9th series Intel CPUs are on the market. We are the first to put them in a notebook. If a new GPU series comes out, like the RTX 20 series, we're the first one to put them in the notebook. And this is actually a combination of those. This is the GS75. It's the new brother of the GS65 series. And it is equipped with a 2080 Max-Q graphics card. And I know what you're thinking, how can you put an RTX card in such a small chassis? It is a Max-Q design, so it's not as powerful as a desktop version of the 2080. It's clocked down a little bit so that the power usage is not as high as the desktop version, and it also doesn't heat that much. But you can still get great performance. Right now, for example, you can play Battlefield 5 here at our booth, and you can play the story missions, and it will easily get 60-70 FPS on ultra settings with RTX on. So that's pretty impressive for a notebook. And we have a variety of series in our gaming lineup. This is the GS. If you're looking for a more affordable option, entry-level notebooks, you can look at the GP, the GL, the GF. All of those come equipped with RTX 20 series cards, which are like introduced in the market right now. And if you're really looking for like an entry level, you can always look at notebooks that have a 1650, 1660 GPU in it. That way MSI tries to offer like a variety of products for people that you want to do some light gaming or some like hardcore gaming, to say that. So yeah, if you want to check out our notebooks, we're here, the MSI booth. We're close to the workshop number 2. So definitely come check them out, see them for themselves, touch them, play some games on them, and yeah, just check them out. I'm here, and see you there.
Oh, it's good. Or not. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that should work. Hello guys, so I will continue with a little bit different lineup here. Today I brought to present for you a couple of monitors and also gaming desktop systems. So we have here one high-end setup and one mid to low-end setups. So first of all, I will start with our Infinite S desktop right here, which is low to mid-range desktop. It's a small factor desktop, equipped with also newest graphics cards and newest processors. So inside we have CPU of 9th generation and RTX 2060 graphics cards. And what is special about this system is that although being really small, it actually doesn't overheat. And the reason is because MSI divides the system into 2 chambers and cools CPU and graphics cards separately. So this is a really perfect solution for enthusiastic gamers, not necessarily professionals, but still the small desktop here can really deliver a really good gaming experience. And together with this desktop system, we also have a monitor, which is a QHD monitor. Yes, we can zoom in a little bit to show to people how it looks like. back of the monitor, we have actually a Mystic light installed, which is a RGB lights in the back. If you come later, you can maybe check it out. So that gives a little bit of extra feel to the monitor, as the lights, when you play, reflect on a wall and give a little bit of additional sensation. These monitors are actually produced exclusively for gaming. So that means that we have 44 hertz and 1 millisecond response time. And also, as I mentioned, it's a QHD model, so really high resolution. And we also make sure to make a frameless design. So we can use these monitors as well for multiple display setups. And the thin frame here ensures that the setup actually looks smooth and nice. All our monitors are curved. The reason for the curve is just because it's more comfortable as a viewing angle, since the distance of the monitor is always at the same distance for the eye. And then we're going to move to the higher end setup, which we have here. So we have our Trident X model. That's a really high-end desktop that we have right here. Also, we have it equipped with i9 processor and RTX 2080 graphics cards. So this is for really professional players that really need the best possible quality. As you can see, the design is pretty sleek and is really, again, small desktop that we're having here. But I think one of the unique features of it is as well that it has cooling in 3 separate chambers. So that means that graphics card is being cooled separately from processor, and also the power supply is again cooled down separately, so they don't impact each other. And in the end, the entire system stays cool, so the gaming performance doesn't drop even after playing for many hours. You can also probably see that there are a lot of RGB effects installed on the desktop. If you see in the side, we have a bit of a glass panel, and we can also see inside of the system where the CPU and a graphics card on the other side are also equipped with a little bit of RGB lighting. It's very easy to upgrade those systems. So the whole point of our gaming systems is that we want to sell to people that just want to plug and play. That also means that these people should not necessarily know how to upgrade the systems. That's why we make the systems quite easily accessible for all the components. So if you want to upgrade, for instance, graphics card, you really need to only open the glass panel, and you can swap the graphics card into the next generation if it's needed. And finally, together with the desktop, we have a monitor. Here we have the 32-inch monitor, also QHD. And very similar specifications to the other one that I just showed you before. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. But this monitor is actually a newer version of the previously carried out line, which was AG. A nice thing about this is that now we also have RGB light installed also in the back of the monitor. And I welcome you to actually check it out in our booth, and also try and play around with the systems and to really see and experience how it feels like to play with professional high-end system. And